What's going on, everyone? This is Walt from TechTheory, back today with another tech video. Now today we are going to be working on the 3D models for a MP3 Walkman. Now this will be modeled after the Sony TPS-L2 Walkman, which many of you are familiar with. This is the Walkman that Peter Quill carries in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 1, especially in that first scene. He's jamming out on his orange headphones and everything like that, and that's where I got the inspiration for this build. Now, I actually was kind of inspired by Adam Savage's one-day build for this. He actually did a cosplay of Star-Lord, and he built the Walkman because to buy it, it is like $490 on eBay, so it's really expensive. So he actually built one out of styrene. Now the one I'm modeling, I actually want to make I want to make it play MP3s, which would be really cool. A little bit of retro with the design, but kind of modern with the technology. Now, the heart of it, I'm wanting to be a Raspberry Pi Zero. Now, I haven't bought any of the electronics or anything like that yet. I've just kind of been, modeling it up, figuring out what I wanted to do for it. Now, I know last video, I said that I was going to be building the PC next. With school and everything, the emulation PC has kind of got pushed because things get busy. It's hard to set aside a whole chunk of time for that computer build, but that is still coming, and if you're still excited for that, let me know in the comments. Now, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure to do so, and if you like this video, make sure to leave a thumbs up below. Now, also, if you'd like to keep up with this project and many others, you can follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and I'll have all of those linked below. Now, let me show you the 3D model I've been working on. So yeah, like I said, we're going to be taking a look at the model that I've whipped up in Fusion 360 for the Walkman that I'm wanting to build. And now I actually based this on a model from Thingiverse. It was made by Riminator, and I'm probably butchering his name, and I'll make sure to link his model in the description. But basically, I looked at his for all of my references, and his sizing was a little different than what the original TPS-L2 was. So I actually scaled his down a little. So all of the measurements I got from his model, which I can go to right here. So yeah, this is his model, and he's also got a face. I've just kind of got it inlaid there, but yeah, that's the face of his, and you can see he's got the markup on it. But I think I'm going to do that in either like sticker or paint. I'm not sure yet. I don't really want to 3D model it in there, but and then you can see his body right here. And I don't think any of his buttons or anything like that is usable. I think this was all for kind of for show, but I do want to make mine functional. So you can see out here beside it, I've got all of the different buttons. You've got the little stop, eject, the play, or the forward, rewind, and play button, as well as the volume sliders that go on the side here. Now, something cool I've also done is I do have these joints in here where the Walkman's going to flip open and flip shut, and I figure I'm going to do like a magnetic latch for that. I'm not really sure yet, but I'm planning on doing a magnetic latch. And then let me see if I can get to the battery case one. And I'm also wanting to do the battery case just because I think it looks so good on the actual Walkmans that I wanted to incorporate it into mine. So I've got this little battery case that pops open, and I can show you guys the bottom. I measured this out for a battery case that I'm planning on buying that fits 2 AA's, and it should fit perfectly in there. And you can see that I've got a little access hole right here, and that's where I'm going to run the wires through, of course. But we can go ahead and close that back. And yeah, so you see on the back, the only thing I did etch in was the word stereo, just because that it looks on the original Walkman that is etched in. It's not painted. Everything else looks to be painted though. Now, for a lot of the details that are on this model as compared to Riminator's actually came from reference photos that I found on a website by Andrew Kim. It's called Minimally Minimal, and he has a whole page devoted to the TPS-L2, or the Sony TPS-L2, which is awesome because I got to see all of the details. He takes wonderful pictures that are really high definition, so you can see all the little patterns. The only thing that I think I failed to emulate was there's some ridges right here on the original Walkman, and I worked trying to get that in, but I couldn't make it work with the fillet on the side here, so I ended up just scrapping the idea. I thought it looked fine without it, and it really wasn't looking good with it, so I just decided to scrap that idea. Now, I went a little more dramatic on the midsection here than the original Walkman has, and because I started off with a block that had the original measurements, and then I just kind of, built it up from there. But this is a little more dramatic than the original, but I actually got that idea from Reminator's Walkman, because if you look here, he's got a little like valley that he's got right there, and I just thought that looked awesome. I thought it looked kind of better than the original, so I ended up putting that in, as well as I modeled everything right here, even this little divot in the side. I tried to mimic on mine. Now, one difference between mine and Reminator's is I did fillet the edges. Now, I have no idea if it's fillet or fillet when you're talking about that, so we're going with fillet. But yeah, so I went ahead and did that on all of the edges just to kind of give it a more natural feel, because when things are super square, it just doesn't feel as authentic. Now, I haven't done this window right here just because I'm not sure what I want to do with the window yet. And so, I haven't really modified it. I just cut a square and called it a day. The only other place that I really didn't work with either is going to be the volume panel. I just kind of have a little cavity for it because function-wise, I don't know how I'm going to do it yet. And I don't know if I want to do slide potentiometers and do like a track, or I really don't know what I want to do, because the original Walkman didn't have a track in the middle. It actually had I can show you here in just a second. And so you can see I put little offshoots on here, and you can't see it very well in the 3D model, but I have little openings right here for that to slide into, and that's the way the original Walkman worked. But I don't know if I'm going to keep that, or if I'm going to do like slide potentiometers and put like a little indent on the back or whatnot. But yeah, I figured I'd show you guys just what I'm doing. This is part of my superhero tech that I was talking about. The parts I need for the Static Shock build are a little more expensive than I was planning on, and so I haven't got them yet, but hopefully that's coming soon. And I'm hoping to find a 3D printer, see if we have a place on campus to print this out. And yeah, once I do that, I'll probably create a new video and show you guys. Now remember, if you like this video, make sure to subscribe to the channel for more, and leave a like on the video if you feel so inclined. Otherwise, hit that other button. I'm okay with that as well. And if you'd like to keep up with this project and many more, make sure to follow me on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and I'll link those all below. Like always, have a good one.